What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Garage Gym Gains. It has been a little while. Quick explanation. We finally opened our newest commercial gym. There was about a week of putting all the equipment together, and then the first week of being open was just crazy, for lack of a better word. So that's why I've been gone for 2 weeks. I didn't really have time. But now we're back, and we should be back into a regular stream of content. So if you like home gyms, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Today we have something special that I've been looking forward to for quite a while, on top of the 2 weeks where I wasn't doing anything with Garage Gym Gains. It is the No Whine Cellar. That's right, we're taking a look at Keith's home gym. I don't know what that big pause was for, but it's a basement gym and we're gonna check it out. It's got more than 6,000 pounds in it and 15 plus barbells. So let's do it.
Hello YouTube world, this is Keith in the No Whine Cellar. Just wanted to give you a tour of my basement gym. I started building the gym in 2015, so it's definitely not a pandemic gym. It has been around for many years. It's slowly and surely upgraded over time, adding new stuff as funds allow. This is just this is my powerlifting home gym. A lot of York weights, a lot of different places to squat, bench, and deadlift. Got it set up to where I can have several people down here at the same time training. I like training with my training partners and just having a big crew down here at least a couple days a week.
I was just gonna mention right before he did, I do believe that he trains with quite a few people, or at least a handful on a fairly regular occasion based on his Instagram, which I will link down below. I'd encourage you to go follow him and subscribe to his YouTube channel, which I will also link, of course. But this is definitely and clearly set up for multiple people, which is very cool.
So let's get into some of the pieces. This is my competition bench press. Had this made by state-of-the-art welding here in Western New York.
Ooh.
It's 17 inches tall. It's got the face savers, adjustable arms, everything goes up and down. Nice platform, lift-off deck, custom orange paint color because orange is the theme down here in the No Whine Cellar. So that is definitely my favorite piece in the whole gym, I'd say. If I had to have one piece that I could take with me, it would be that.
I don't think we've had a competition bench yet, so starting things off with a first. I like it.
And my main squat rack that I use the most is the Rogue Monster squat stand with the spotter arms, and then I've got the Rogue Monster Light squat stand over there. That used to be the original one, but then I just wanted to upgrade, so it wasn't a huge difference between the Monster and the Monster Light, but said I've got multiple people down here and I was able to just phase out a cheaper squat rack. Got a Rogue Reverse Hyper, Elite FTS box squat, got a older Parabody lat pull down I've had for a long time.
Ooh.
It's been got a really good deal on that. That's been nice to have. Got the low and high row on it. Got a same deadlift platform that everyone has. Homemade, nice homemade deadlift platform. Got a treadmill.
I'm sure he'll touch on it, but I'm loving the decor so far. There's all kinds of stuff in there, which makes it very appealing to the eye.
I want to say it's the Body Solid adjustable leg curl, leg extension. That's pretty nice. Over here I've got a Titan T2 squat rack in the corner, so it's 3 total places we can squat and 4 places we could bench if we'd like. And then I've got one of my favorites is the full York dumbbell set from 1 pound all the way up to 100s. So if anyone knows anything about weights, York round heads are pretty awesome, and having a complete set is was definitely a goal of mine, and I was glad I was able to get that. I've got a pair of York loadable dumbbells also, so if we need to go above 100 pounds, that's easy enough. We got York blobs. Those are half of the dumbbells. Basically, you just cut the sleeve out of the middle, or the shaft out of the middle, and you can use them for grip training, trying to, pick up one of the heads. So yeah, love the dumbbells. Having a full set of dumbbells has been great. During the pandemic, I did actually pick up a pair of power blocks though, for the occasional time we had someone over. It was nice to have 2 full sets of dumbbells essentially. So I got the power blocks that go up to 90 pounds. Those are pretty sweet to have in a pinch when you want a second full set of dumbbells. And what do we got? Lots of weight. We got over 4,000 pounds of milled York plates. So that has been, I initially had cap plates a long time ago. I was able to upgrade all my plates to milled plates. Oh.
I really like those plates. They just look classic.
Milled era, because technically they're not all milled, but they're milled era York plates. So I think I've got 28 pairs of 45s, like individual pairs, not individual plates. So that is, definitely don't have the most amount of weight as anyone, but I'm pretty happy with my collection. Everything matches, so. Rogue full deadlift jack, big fan of that. You know, several people deadlifting, there's no reason to, you know, not have a deadlift jack, especially a full size one. The chalk bowl was made by the same guy that made the bench, so that's state-of-the-art welding. So nice custom chalk bowl. We've got deadlift blocks, so I think those are 4-inch homemade deadlift blocks for rack pulls, or block pulls that is. Wrist wraps. These are one of my favorites actually. I was never a big fan of straps, but these Versa grips, they're pretty nice. I'm a big fan of those. Bench block that goes 2 to 5, bench block that goes 1 to 2, dead wedge, slingshot that pretty much never gets used, a bunch of lacrosse balls and sticks and whatnot. Got the wall control pegboard like everybody else has.
If you need a way to hang things on your wall control is certainly the way to go. It's awesome, very versatile. It is a little more expensive, but it's metal and it's not going to break down.
All my attachments for my pull down, and got some collars and whatnot sitting there. And more weights. If anyone's familiar with York plates, you know they got the York deep dish plates. Pretty popular. Got 3 pairs of those that occasionally I'll pull them out and use them, but kind of more for just, I use them for anchor weight, but I'm a collector as well as a user, so it's nice to have those. It's just been something, you know, added to my collection over the years. And then we get to the barbells. The barbells is, definitely have several barbells here. I'm a big barbell guy. This is mainly a barbell gym. You know, we don't have a whole lot of room for equipment, so most of it's just, if you can't do it with a barbell, then you might not, you know, want to come train here. So we've got the, I want to say from the top going down, it's a Valor Sports 25-pound Swiss bar. Got that on Amazon several years ago for $100. I don't think it's available anymore. Got the Texas squat bar. Compete in powerlifting. A lot of the federations I go to use a Texas squat bar, so you know I like to have what I have to use in meets in my gym. So a lot of what I have is repetitive and not really necessary if you're just a regular lifter, but you know, if you compete in a sport and you have hobbies and you know, if you don't have kids, why not spend all your extra money on your hobbies? For me, that's powerlifting, so, and home gym in general. So underneath the squat bar is a Texas deadlift bar, so big fan of that. Deadlift with a deadlift bar more often than not. I like this a little thinner, so you know, can't go wrong with a flexi deadlift bar that was a little, put some pounds on your deadlift. Underneath that is the Kabuki Duffalo bar. Love this bar, pretty much my main squat bar nowadays. Just, you know, I try not to use a stiff bar or a straight bar to squat very often, except unless I'm leading up to a meet. It's just, you know, I like to bench 2 or 3 times a week, and if I squat with a straight bar, it beats the crap out of my elbows and wrists, and just, you know, no reason to do that. So the Duffalo bar allows you to put the bar in a lot better position and be a little more safe on your shoulder, and still feels like a high bar squat or a low bar squat, depending on where you put it. So I've had a couple different versions of that, but I finally was lucky and found a Duffalo bar used, and great bar. Under that is one of my favorite bars is that is the fully stainless steel Rogue Ohio Power Bar. I had an opportunity to buy the ones that had the chrome sleeves, and I'm sure they're just as fine. I just, you know, I like that it has the fully stainless steel, so it matches a little bit better and doesn't have shiny sleeves that kind of stick out of place. So the knurling that is just the same as the one with the, you know, the black zinc one. It's just, as far as the pattern, it's just a lot more grippy because there's no, you know, it's not painted or finished. So big fan of that bar. Then we've got probably my second favorite bars, the the SSO, the Elite FTS SSB, if you will, safety squat bar. Very quad dominant squat, but it's great if you have really bad shoulder issues or want to get it, want to use it as a quad accessory. So I use that typically once a week. The Cap Hex bar, trap bar, I think it's the 70-pound version, nothing special, but does the job if you want to use a hex bar. I tend to only use that if I'm injured for the most part, because it's just a lot less stress on the back. And over here, so we've got a Texas Power Bar on the bottom, a Rogue Ohio Power Bar in black zinc. Then there's the Rogue Ohio Bar. It's nice to have an Ohio bar just for something with a little passive knurling. Some people don't want to come down here and power lift. They want to come down and do front squats and a bunch of rows and stuff. So there's no reason to have a very knurly bar that's going to chew up your back or your chest if you're doing something that's not a power lift. So a passive bar is nice to have as a alternative to a power bar.
Man, incredible selection of bars so far. This is awesome.
Got two older York Olympic bars, so those don't get a whole lot of use. They're just kind of, eventually, once I get better bars, more newer bars, I'll probably phase those bars out, not necessarily get rid of them, but get them out of the barbell storage and store them somewhere else. The top is a 15-pound bar Rep Fitness training bar. I bought that for my wife after she had surgery a few years ago and she couldn't lift a 45-pound bar anymore. So having a rackable 15-pound bar is pretty cool, pretty neat option. Yeah, still rocking my old Pioneer Tower speakers that I've had for about 20 years or more since I was a kid. That's a pretty cool plaque that one of my old training partners before she moved away had commissioned for us. This is the No Whine Cellar. It's a basement gym, 700 square foot, using approximately 3/4 of my 1,000 square foot basement gym, or my basement for gym. Another weight tree. We've got two curl bars. Don't see a whole lot of use with them, but there's a vintage York split sleeve curl bar in the back and a Rogue curl bar in the front. Not the rackable version, just the basic version. So yeah, big fan of these J-cup protectors. I got these from Aperture Engineering. They were offered in orange too, so that was a no-brainer for me. Got them for the spotters and for the J-cups. So they're effective a little bit, they do help if you're coming up and you hit the front of the J-cup with the bar. You're not going to nick the bar or anything, but for me it's kind of more aesthetic. I think it just looks cool. With all the stall mats down here, I think I have like 18 or 20 stall mats, so everything's just black, and black is just all the equipment's black, all the stall mats are black, so having some orange really, in my opinion, makes the gym pop.
I agree. That's a good way to tie it in with the pillars and the bench.
Another use for the wall control is get some long pegboard hooks and actually use it to air out your dirty elbow sleeves and knee sleeves. So, there's nothing worse than trying to put on a pair of sleeves and just smelling the last session's dirty stink. So having these aired out has been pretty cool. One of my newest additions that I'm probably the most happy with is the Pioneer Pioneer General Leather Craft, their adjustable lever belt. So being able to do the adjustments on that belt, so being able to do half-inch adjustments on a lever belt is pretty sweet. Got a lot of t-shirts hanging up from old powerlifting meets that I've done in the past. Ton of banners. Big fan of Massonomics and Pioneer, garage gym equipment. After your commercial gym, my own banner for the No Whine Cellar. I typically compete in USPA, but I've dabbled in WPF, and I've actually got a USAPL meet coming up, so I like the banner. I like to support people and companies that I use and compete in. Another Massonomics, Texas Power Bars, huge fan. There's the old Pioneer, the other Pioneer speaker, and the newer Sony receiver, since my old Pioneer receiver doesn't work anymore, so I did have to upgrade that, but still rocking the old speakers. Got a little trophy case or kind of thing we've had from my wife and I's powerlifting meets over the years. Pull-up bar. And a couple mirrors, little area over there for I kind of use this area for a second deadlift platform. I just have people use like bumper plates, so if you're gonna deadlift just on the stall mats, it's nice to have the bumper plates. 3 benches I've got. So on the left, we've got the Rep 5000 flat adjustable bench. Really good bench. I don't use it a whole ton, but if someone's benching in one of the squat racks, that's pretty much the go-to bench because it's most replicates a competition powerlifting bench. So a lot of people will use that.
You guys already know, as I say almost every time I see one, best bang for your buck, in my opinion, on benches is Rep Fitness. If you're looking for a bench or anything else from Rep, if you go through the link down below, it does help out the channel.
My favorite out of the 3 is honestly the one in the middle. So that's the Rep FID 3000, I think. So it's the flat incline decline. I've had that bench for probably 4 or 5 years. Big fan of it. It's not too heavy. It's not too light duty. It's just kind of right for me. Big fan. Then there's the monster bench, the Rogue adjustable 2.0 bench, I believe. I love that thing. It's super heavy duty, super beefy. My one complaint is the pad it's very stiff. So hopefully that'll break in over time, and So yeah, this is a gym for people. I got lots of friends that come down here and train every Sunday. We get a big old powerlifting crew down here. We try to and keep up a pretty consistent weekly training session. So that is my gym in a nutshell. If you have any questions or want any more in-depth reviews on anything, or you want any feedback, or give me any feedback you have, basically, you can look me up on Instagram at the No Whine Cellar. No dashes, no spaces, anything like that. Just the No Whine Cellar. I've got an Instagram page dedicated strictly to the gym, so come follow me on there and watch all the cool stuff I post. Thanks YouTube. See you next time.
Man, Keith, thank you so much for sending in the video. Your gym is awesome, and I'm gonna give everybody a second to comment down below what your favorite part of Keith's home gym is. I'm gonna give you a little bit to type here. In the meantime, while you're typing, if you like home gyms, you have a home gym, or you want a home gym, make sure you hit the subscribe button and a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I try to post 3 times a week when we aren't opening new commercial facilities, because that does take a little bit of my energy. So, and time. It's been some long hours, but we're back. So we're gonna be posting a lot more, which isn't saying a lot because we were posting 0. So even this is a huge improvement, but we're going back to 3 times a week. Doesn't matter. My favorite part about Keith's home gym, and I don't know if this counts or not, but I'm going to make it count, is the number of places where you can squat and bench out of, which in turn just allows the number of people that can train in there and be doing a similar thing to be high. So you can have 3 or 4 people at least going through a squat, bench, deadlift program. You can all train together. I think that's awesome. That's something I certainly can't do in my home gym. So I think that's really cool. And then if I was going by a specific piece of equipment, I would go with that competition bench because I love to bench press. And it's orange, which is cool. But yeah, hopefully you'll let us know down below what your favorite part is. And until next time, I'm going to get back to recording.